High school family, this is Miss Copes again. I would just like to welcome you and send you a high five. Even though we're not together, I'm sending a high five to you and welcoming you to our activity. We're going to talk today about our school jobs and our school family. At school, it would be my job to keep you safe and your job to keep it safe. So since we're not at school and we're at home, we're going to talk about ways that we can keep it safe at home. Because when you're safe at home, you're keeping your family safe too. So the first thing we're going to talk about is washing your hands. That is a really good way to keep your family safe. So think about how you wash your hands at home. When I wash my hands, I make sure the water is on, that I get a small amount of soap, that I rub my hands together, I clean between my fingers, and I clean my fingernails, and I wash all the way up my wrists. And a good way to time how long you do this is to sing the happy birthday song. Another way to keep your family safe is to cover your coughs and your sneezes. If I have to sneeze at school or at home or even at the store, I always make sure that I do that in my elbow. I turn and I bring my elbow up to my mouth to cough or sneeze. Because if you think about it, you really don't use your elbow, this part of your elbow, through the day like you would use your hands. Another way for you to keep it safe is to do your work at home that your family has asked you to work on. That might be writing your name, that might be putting your toys away, that might be using kind words with a sibling. And it's very important that you use your big voice. Do you know what your big voice is? Well, I'm going to share a book with you, and we're going to learn about Sophie and her big voice. Now, Sophie has a brother named Schubert. This is Sophie and Schubert. Schubert greets his sister Sophie with a hard high five on her head, and Sophie screams. Mom comes to help Schubert see Sophie's face. Her face is saying, ouch, I don't like high fives on my head. Give me a gentle high five on the hand. And so this is something that you can do at home, a gentle high five with your hand. Later, Sophie is playing on the floor. Schubert jumps over her on his way to look out the window, and Sophie hollers, Mommy! Now, is Schubert keeping Sophie safe? Remember, that's Schubert's job at home. What do you think? Mom asked Sophie, did you like it when Schubert jumped over you? And Sophie says no. Mom says, well, let's use our big voice to tell him. Mom shows Sophie how to hold up her stop hand. So Sophie does this. Then she adds the words to help Sophie teach Schubert how to treat her. So let's all try that. Let's hold up our stop hand. All right, there you go. Schubert, her hand is saying stop. I don't like it when you jump over me. Walk around me so I am safe. So Sophie is using her big voice to let Schubert know that she wants him to keep her safe. At bedtime, Schubert starts jumping on Sophie's bed. Sophie holds up her, what? There you go, her stop hand. And she says, stop, stop, stop. Mom comes to help Sophie hold up her stop hand. Now, match your voice to mine and tell Schubert stop. I don't like it when you jump on the bed. Sophie tells Schubert stop, and she puts her hand up. She says, no, like you jump. Mom adds, she wants you to jump on the floor so you are both safe. The next morning, Sophie takes a pancake from Schubert's plate. Schubert tells her, I don't like it when you take my food. Please eat your own food. Then he smiles at Dad and says, I'm helping Sophie learn how to use her big voice. And that's the end of our story. Now sometimes if we have trouble using our big voice, and we heard in the story that Sophie got a little frustrated with Schubert and she got kind of loud, she can also work on ways to relax. So she has another special story called Sophie is a Star. So we're going to learn how to be a star. Mom just left for the day. Sophie looks out the window. Her mouth is turned down and there is a tear in her eye, and Sophie feels sad. Dad sees the frown on Sophie's face. Your face is going like this, and Dad frowns. You seem sad. You were hoping Mom would stay with you. I'll keep you safe while Mom is gone. You can handle it, and let's take a deep breath, a star breath to calm down. So we're going to smile, take a deep breath, he says, in through your nose and out through your mouth, kind of like smelling a flower. And we're going to practice that in just a few minutes. And he says, then relax and blow the air out of your mouth, just like blowing out birthday candles. So let's try that together. Way to go. Dad says, let's do it again. Ready, set, go. They smile. They take a deep breath. And then they relax. One more time, he says, smile. Take a deep breath. And relax. Sophie feels better. She deals with her blocks until Mom comes home. So we're going to try that together. And I have a little special tool here, and we're going to pretend like we're smelling a flower. And then we're going to let it out by blowing the pinwheel. And my pinwheel doesn't want to move, so let's try that one more time. There we go, the pinwheel moved. So we were being a star. We smiled, took a deep breath, and relaxed. So washing your hands, covering your sneezes, making sure you're doing what your safekeeper at home asks you to do, using your big voice, and being a star are all ways that you can help keep it safe at home. Now, why don't you get with your family and think about some ways that you can keep it safe at your house. Maybe you can make a chart for hand washing, or come up with a different song for, instead of happy birthday, for how long you wash your hands. Until I see you again, I wish you well.